So I thought I would add in an additional video just giving a creative prompt, demonstration. Well, it's not a demonstration really, it's more of a show and tell. So I began to make my mandalas in about 1991, and after a good long while they formed themselves into a shape that looked like a present to me. It's a very abstract kind of little glyph, but this is the way my mandala began to show me itself after drawing it probably hundreds of times, different configurations. And it began to show itself like a present. And I was able to begin to draw it. Again, it took a long time before this showed itself to me, but when it did, it was a real aha moment. And I realized that if I'm, proverbially, we want to live in the present moment. And we feel a lot of different things in any present moment. So this is the way that my little glyph began to help me name what was going on for me in any given moment. It would show itself, and I would do a drawing. And when I did the drawing, I would be able to reach more deeply into what I was actually feeling at that time. The making of the mandalas, the first, third, and fifth symbol, gives us an opportunity to creatively integrate what we think is most important, what we think is least important, and what our core issue is. At that time, when I first did the Universal Shapes test, it was most important for me to gain insight into how to relate in a more balanced way, I guess I would say. And hopefully, even though it wasn't something that made me happy at the time, it has been something that I've grown to really love. So I made this little book. It's a Chinese folding book, and it has my images on one side, and then on the other side I made I'll turn it around here. I made a front and back. There's a front piece and there's a back piece. And then from my journal entries, I did a simple little exercise where I think you circle every fifth word. It doesn't have to be every fifth word. It can be every 10th word. It can be every 20th word. But at this point, I think I was circling every fifth word in one journal entry that I made in conjunction with this mandala process. And then I wrote a poem from the circled words, and it came out simple, want the I. To nature, integration, my bad, goofy me. Learned, let joy, simple want. So I made this little poem that goes along with the other side, where all of the gifts of a given day happen to be. And it makes a Chinese folding book, a work of art that for me was very integrative. So I just wanted to share that this work is process-oriented and it unfolds over time. It doesn't happen fast necessarily at all, but every step is so exciting because it's going to show itself and reveal itself and give us gifts all along the way. So this is a little bonus video on mandala making as a creative prompt and a direction that unfolds slowly, but over time we might actually find that we create something that is so exciting and that we never could have actually planned. as it turns out. Talk to you soon.